Coming up on this episode of PunishUM Motorsports. PunishUM will introduce you to the man behind the teams who helps them appear their best on and off the track. Greg Russell of Greg Russell Designs. So sit back and take a load off and let PunishUM take control. PunishUM Motorsports is being brought to you by Napa, Hawaii. We keep Hawaii on the move. DMP Awnings, they've got you covered. Milodon, American quality since 1957.
Aloha and Hazit. Mahalo for joining us on another episode of PunishUM Motorsports. Before any team hits the racetrack, one of the most important details has nothing to do with motors or tires.
Just like an architect, before a building is constructed, he or she designs what will become on paper first before any concrete is poured. Amazing race machines are born the same way. One of the best in the world is Greg Russell from Greg Russell Designs.
I do cars, bikes, shirts, logos, customers' colors, and I go and I play around with the customers' colors, and I try to get something going.
It all began a long time ago for this talented artist, and the inspiration came to him in his youth.
My parents, they stick me to the racetrack, and I started taking my homework, and rainy days I would take my homework out and start, drawing. I would see cars at the racetrack and start drawing them and getting my mom and my dad's approval, and kind of started from there, build up. Then my buddies, my dad's buddies, they would come around and I would pinstripe their cars. So kind of got the art bug from doing that.
Like every sensation, a break has to happen before the world gets to appreciate the talent of the artist.
567 at 250, new world record.
It was Dave Conforti and Raymond Goldson gave me my start. The owner of Wear White Bearing, which is Dave Conforti, he started calling me up. I did a rendering. The rendering circulated and it started growing. I have an abstract background, so what I would do is write it on paper, go to a computer and start coloring, just doing my color. I start with a wheel, line, and just keep it going.
Today, Greg works with many of the top teams, as well as anyone that needs to have a concept, whether it is to help land that elusive sponsor or for inspiration to what their hard work will look like when completed.
I would take a little bit of art concept, a little bit of abstract, and put it all together, and the customers give me a little input as well.
And even after all of his success, Greg is still as humble as it gets.
I'm already blessed and overwhelmed, so anything is icing on the cake. It really is.
If you need to get a hold of Greg, you can visit him on Facebook at Greg Russell Designs, and he will be more than happy to help your dreams become a reality.
What you need, it does. Miller Welders. And by Kalitta Air, the official air carrier of PunishUM Motorsports. Don't stray away, or you will miss out on what's coming up on the next episode of PunishUM Motorsports.
If you're in the Waipio area on Oahu or in Kahului, Maui, stop on by Maui Off-Road. Well, that wraps it up for this episode of PunishUM Motorsports. So until next time, always remember to keep it off the street and on the track and speed safely. Aloha.
For PunishUM Motorsports, I am Samson Kealoha. Bigger is always better, especially when the ride not only rattles your senses, but flies through the air and crushes everything in its path. On the next episode, we visit with the monster trucks from the All-Star Monster Truck Tour. You don't want to miss this. This is a Tracy Orkaki production.